introduction. I'm also the president of APT Local 3800. We represent about 2,000 clerical, technical, and healthcare workers across the state of Minnesota and at all 5 campuses of the University of Minnesota. I was heartbroken but unsurprised when I woke up on Saturday morning to the news that ICE agents had murdered another one of our neighbors, Alex Pretti. Alex was a friend, a neighbor, an activist, a University of Minnesota alum, an ICU nurse who cared for vulnerable veterans, and a union member. We, as union members, know the true meaning of solidarity, standing arm in arm with anyone who is under attack, building collective power to keep us all safe, and improve our lives, mutual care, and trusting our neighbors. Alex was enacting those values when he had his life so brutally stolen from him. The deaths of Alex Pretti, Renee Good, Keith Porter, and Aaron Bushnell before them should wake every single one of us up to the reality that hundreds of years of American imperialism and domestic racial violence can no longer be shrouded from folks who look like me. The skills American military personnel and police have learned by brutalizing communities across the globe and at home are being turned on anyone who defies fascism. Let this moment move you to action. A lot of people here know that I lived in Palestine in the West Bank for 3 years. So unfortunately, the occupation of our cities is unnervingly familiar to me. The tear gas, the quote, less than lethal munitions, the sound grenades, the brutalization of people in the streets, the murder of people in the streets, and the immediate ransacking of their dead bodies. I learned a lot of what I know about solidarity, resistance to empire, and steadfast perseverance from Palestinians, from resistors, mothers, youth, and leaders. The most important thing I learned was that rage has a place and can move us to action, but sustained survival of our values and long-term commitment to taking on fascism requires hope, love, and solidarity. So let your rage out. It is justified in this moment. Let it move you to action. And do not lose sight of why we are in this work, to build a better world. 10 months ago, I wrote these steps. It was those steps. 10 months ago, I stood on those steps over there, alongside GLU leaders and hundreds of members of our university community, to demand that Rebecca Cunningham and university leadership take proactive action to protect our university community from the threat of ICE in the wake of an abduction of one of our graduate students. We have repeatedly asked the university for clear answers and a transparent strategy to protect the campus community. We have asked what areas of campus are designated as private and how those boundaries will be enforced. We have asked whether university will commit in writing to not share employee or student information with ICE or DHS unless legally compelled to do so. We have asked whether UNPD and university security will intervene if ICE breaks the law or trespasses. We have asked for mandatory university-wide Know Your Rights trainings for all staff and students, and we have asked for what support exists for students or workers who are afraid to come to campus or are detained. I am profoundly disappointed to be here yet again, nearly a year later, to echo these same concerns as the University of Minnesota continues to fail in its most basic responsibility, protecting the people who work, learn, and seek care here. We are now living with the consequences of the universities and the state's inaction. Our members have already reported sightings of armed ICE agents near campus, staging just across the street from their workplaces. The university is allowing agents to sleep on campus comfortably in the graduate hotel. Frontline staff have been left to figure out for themselves how to respond if masked armed agents show up at their buildings. Members of our union who work as security guards have received little to no guidance on how to interact with ICE, what authority they have, or what procedures to follow. Health Healthcare workers report that patients are canceling their medical appointments because they feel like sitting ducks in our clinics. Teachers have told us that parents are keeping children home from university-affiliated childcare programs because they do not feel safe. And staff at those centers report feeling frightened for the safety of the children in their care. It is only a matter of time before violence strikes another member of our campus community. Today, we stand together with GLU and other unions and campus groups to issue our joint demands to the University of Minnesota, which Ben has already so eloquently enumerated. We are inspired by the bravery and organizing of members of our union and our community who are stepping up to fill the gaps that the university has left. But individual action cannot replace institutional responsibility.
That's right. That's right.
Workers, students, patients, and families should not have to improvise their own safety.
That's right.
We call on all workers, students, and the community to join us in the fight. Get involved, whether through your union, community organizing efforts, or student groups, or by continuing to show up in support of workers and students. As Ben said, these demands are so necessary to our safety. These demands that are so necessary to our safety will never be met without a collective and well-organized movement of students and workers. We must continue to demand together a safe campus. Until the university acts, none of us are truly safe. Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Thank you.
Let's give it up for number Max! Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Woo! I'm gonna make do with this one. Okay. Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down!
Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down!
Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground!
We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down! Boots! Boots! Boots on the ground! We're here! We're here to shut this shit down!
So we don't have a last speaker for today. We have a statement though, and it's a statement from APT, our Latinx Cultural Center, that's home in Kaufman, across the way over here. They really wanted to be here to speak today, but a lot of their members don't feel comfortable doing so, because a lot of them have very personal connections to this site and fear for their safety. And so if you'll bear with me today, I have a statement from APT that I'm going to read out. If you guys could listen, that would be great. Dear APT and LSCC community, before we begin, we want to acknowledge and sincerely apologize for not being present here today as a full community. This was not an easy decision. At this moment, our community is carrying deep fear, grief, and uncertainty. The heightened presence and actions of ICE have created an environment where many undocumented, mixed status, and immigrant families no longer feel safe moving through their daily lives, including on college campuses, which should be places of learning, refuge, and belonging. Members of our community are being asked by their own parents to stay off campus. Students are weighing their education against their safety. Families are living with the constant anxiety their routine day could end in separation or harm. This is not normal, and it is not acceptable.
That's right.
Mi Gente stands firmly with immigrant communities who are being disproportionately targeted and traumatized. We reject fear as a governing tool and affirm that our community deserves dignity, protection, the right to exist without discrimination. Safety should never be conditional, and humanity should never be politicized. We call on our institutions and leaders to take meaningful action to protect vulnerable communities, to listen to those most affected, and to ensure that campuses remain spaces where all students can learn without fear of surveillance, detention, or violence. To our community, you are not alone. Your fear is valid, your lives matter, and your voices deserve to be heard, even when it's not safe to speak them out loud. Gente will continue to advocate, support, and stand in solidarity with those impacted. We choose care over silence, protection over complacency, community over. Our speaker program today. But before we go, I want to remind us of those dates again. Thank you to all the supporters and all of you for coming out here even though it's cold as hell. And also for all of our wonderful speakers who came today. I want to end firstly by saying that again, all of these organizations are free for you all to join if you so choose. Otherwise, there are so many things that you can do as individuals to show up for each other. Learning your neighbors is a great start. I went to one of the vigils over the weekend over in Van Vliet Park, and it was wonderful to actually get to talk to people. I live in Dinky, so it was lovely to get to meet people who I live right next door to and talk about the ways that we can show up for each other, because it can be as simple as standing out in your neighborhood, learning people's names, learning what foods they like, what you can bring to them. But it's incredibly important that we do something, because they want us to do nothing. And if we do nothing, more and more people are going to die, more and more people are going to be brutalized, and we cannot fucking afford that to happen. So, ICE remains at the Graduate Hotel. Shame. Yeah, we'll be back there 8 p.m. this Wednesday, so please join us if you're interested. Additionally, reminders, January 30th in 216 Pillsbury, we're going to be having a decontamination training for those who are worried or want to learn more about how to deal with the fuck-ass chemicals they've been spraying on protesters. And please keep an eye out. We're the most active on our Instagram, but we'll try to flyer more around campus. We're UMN SDS. The organizations here today, we had AFSCME, we had GLUE, we had SJP. Gente, YDSA, Flatted to see couldn't make it out. There's so many organizations on this campus that we work with, that we care about, that we're friends with. We gotta stick together, we gotta show up for each other. I wanna finish with one more chant. I think, who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe.
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 Fuck ICE!
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE!
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE!
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE!
Fuck ICE.
That's right. Get home safe, everyone. One last thing. If your hands are somehow still not frozen, we do have chalk up here. So if you want to write messages on the sidewalk, whether they be anti-Cunningham or pro-community, go ahead, knock yourselves out.
Hi, Juliet, right? Yeah. I'm Tyler Church. Hey. How are you doing? Good, how are you? I am tired. I was wondering if there's anyone I can speak with?
Yes, big answer is yes. Let me see if the best person has me or something. Riley.
Oh, my sign. Thank you so much. We're having a large party today. Thank you.
What's up? How you doing? Good. How about you? I'm fucking cold.
Hi, you're involved in SDS, right?
You know the
Awesome.
deal,
All right.
right?
Well, firstly, thank you for doing this.
Okay.
Really, really awesome. Secondly, I'm an organizer for a mutual aid workout in campus. Yeah, so I'm also just kind of leading some stuff with ice controls on campus. If you want, I'd be happy to just like, do you guys have like an email I could kind of like shoot information about regarding that? Okay. I do have Instagram. Do you want me to forward stuff to Instagram? Cool. Got it. Yeah, absolutely. I'll just shoot you an Instagram when I get back home.
Or is it in
Joe.
Bales?
Great Instagram. So I'll, we're just